In the early years of the 20th century, Mexico was a land of transition, where deep-rooted traditions met the first whispers of a modern era. Amidst this changing world, a young soul found her voice through the power of the written word and the timeless elegance of classic Mexican poetry. Griselda Álvarez was more than just a spectator of history. She was a girl whose curious eyes saw a future far beyond the societal status quo. In a world where politics was a dialogue reserved for men, she listened intently, learning the complex language of power and the necessity for change. As a young woman, Griselda understood that progress began with education. She dedicated her early years to teaching, nurturing the minds of the next generation. Her journey took her to the heart of Mexican academia, where the iconic murals of UNAM whispered stories of national identity and the struggle for justice. Literature and social justice became the twin pillars of her life. She penned verses that would eventually challenge the political conscience of an entire nation. By her 40s, Griselda moved through the halls of government with a quiet dignity, commanding respect in rooms that had long been closed to women. The empty chambers of power awaited a new voice, one that would bridge the gap between the sensitivity of poetry and the harsh realities of governance. The lush valleys of Colima, watched over by its eternal volcano, became the stage for a transformation that would change the course of Mexican history. Connecting with her community, she walked the sun-drenched squares, listening to the hopes of women who had never seen themselves represented in high office. Her message was clear: to educate is to progress. This wasn't just a campaign slogan. It was a sacred promise to the people of Colima. The air was thick with anticipation as the nation watched a historic barrier being dismantled by the sheer force of one woman's tenacity and vision. In 1979, Griselda Álvarez took the oath of office, becoming the first female governor in Mexico's history, a true pioneer for all who followed. Her legacy flourished in the libraries she built and the children who, for the first time, had the tools to dream as big as she did. As a leader, she governed with the same precision and grace she used in her poetry, signing laws that paved the way for social equality. In her later years, Griselda stood as a beacon of wisdom, her lifetime of achievements recognized by the country she helped to modernize and inspire. Today, every woman who breaks a glass ceiling in science, politics, or art carries a piece of Griselda's indomitable and poetic spirit with them. In the quiet of her personal library, surrounded by the books she loved, she found the enduring peace of a life lived with profound purpose. As the sun sets over the mountains of Colima, her story remains a vibrant light, guiding the way for the future leaders of the world. Griselda Álvarez taught us that to educate is to progress. If her journey inspired you, please like and subscribe to share her historic legacy.